Hey, I'm Tyler. Welcome to Talking Fail. I'll be hosting and running the board this week. With me in the studio is my brother Will. Welcome to your own house, Will.
Please don't ever go full screen on your own face again.
Okay, I'll try not to. And with us, live from remote, at his house, his apartment slash commune slash many other things, is Ethan. Welcome, Ethan.
Hi, I'm now. What am I on?
Uh, well, you're on Talking Fail,
Okay, sorry.
your own
I'm.
podcast.
I have the stream open.
Yeah, don't
And
do
this
that. Don't watch the
way,
stream. Don't cross the
no, yeah,
streams.
seeing it randomly cut away to me at a different time and then seeing your face and the words not match.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Don't pay attention to the
It's hard,
stream.
What
it's hard on
I
the.
what I actually do is I have the stream up and the audio going through my headphones, so I have to like talk over myself and
Talking over yourself.
and the past self.
Okay.
So it's like when you sing the national anthem, there's that slight delay.
So, so Ethan, just moving on from that completely without acknowledging it. How you doing, Ethan? It's been a week. You're
It
back.
has been a week, yes.
You're
The first sign of consistency in some time. So yeah.
yeah. Like I feel like this is like this is Podcasters Anonymous. You've podcasted now for 2 weeks in a row. Congratulations. It was difficult.
Um. No.
Okay. Cool.
No.
Wait, just
Um,
kill my bit.
af-
Yeah. Okay. Are we doing it? Yeah. Okay. Back to improv. Yes, and okay. Um, yeah, it was really challenging. It was a disappointment that I wasn't able to. Thursday. I mean, I don't know that I would say it's a disappointment that Thursday worked better than Tuesday, but tradition is something that used to be very important to me
Went insane.
before I quit. Before I
Okay.
quit casting. Um,
Before you
but
quit casting, the cool kids just call it casting.
But yeah, do they still call? I mean, I've been out of the scene for a while. I feel kind of like that McKinley kid or whatever.
McKinley kid.
What's the Home Alone?
Oh, Macaulay Culkin.
oh yeah, Macaulay
Culkin. Yeah,
Culkin.
that one. I'm a Culkin character.
Gotcha.
Um,
Um,
E- Ethan, after I listened to last week's episode, I figured out that basically you sound like the vegan of drug users that now that you've tried, drugs, you're like trying to immediately push it off on everyone else. Tyler, drugs are so great. You need to try drugs. Will, you should get high. You
Hey,
have got to try
hey,
it.
what's your favorite kind of mushroom? You've never had mushrooms? Oh, okay. let me let me recommend some.
Whoops!
Whoops. Oops.
Weird stuff happens to you, man.
All right. Um, Will, you made me and yourself a drink,
Yes, I was going to make Ethan one,
but then he didn't show up.
but it got lost in the mail.
So, what is this?
So there's strawberries floating in there.
Yeah.
There is the squirt soda,
Okay.
and there is a little bit of strawberry lemonade,
Okay.
and then vodka.
And how much would you say is the vodka? Maybe just stop.
It's a shot and a half. Shot and a half. Shot and a half.
Not in a
There
half.
you go, right there.
Cool. So about that much vodka, and then the rest mixed up. This is a very visual gag. Ethan cannot see what we're doing. So
I'm seeing it on delay.
okay. Well, hang on. We'll wait a few seconds for it to catch up.
Ha
There it is.
Did it actually catch up, or did you get tired of waiting and you just gave a
I
response?
see. Yeah, no, I saw his fingers move
Okay. Okay.
Live streaming, everyone.
to indicate that I had seen what was happening.
Yeah. See, Ethan. Welcome back to the team. Good job. Never mind. Yeah. I'll be honest. I was planning to bring two different things to the show. for tonight, and both of them failed spectacularly. The app game book I left at home, and the other thing was a video that if we tried to play it, Ethan would not be able to hear it or
Mhm.
see it. So it kind of kills the whole thing.
What if I watched it, you play it, and then I just
I thought okay, I
on Twitch?
then we have to. Watching it. That's gonna be hard though, isn't it?
What if we watch it and then reenact it line for line to
Well,
Ethan?
the problem is it's already a reenactment.
Oh, you had my interest, and now you have more of my interest. How does
All
that
right,
saying go?
Okay, how about this? Is there a way? Will, if you vamp, I will pull up the video. I will send Ethan a link to it.
You can try. I don't think it's gonna work.
What? Which
I'm
part?
Watching, just syncing it up.
Well, or whatever.
I have a couple "Am I the Assholes"
Okay,
if you wanted.
sure. Why not?
It is right behind Ethan on the
Can you pull it
screen.
up on your phone and just read it from there? Like,
No.
no. This is all the prep that we've done, out the window, and okay, you're so Ethan, how's it going?
Good. I'm like doodling right now.
Cool. I've noticed I can't take that because it's on the wrong screen. No.
Where did Ethan
Do you want
go?
me to put it back? on?
Drop me, Ethan.
This is so stupid. I have noticed on your Instagram, there's in the last few weeks, you've been kind of there a lot of art. Is that you or is that stuff you found or there's
If it's like art pieces, then it's just stuff that I'm reposting, basically.
where did that tab go?
I
I
dropped
do a
it
lot of
on
emoji.
to that monitor.
Sorry,
Okay.
Ethan.
Yeah, I've been noticing. It looks definitely like artwork that somebody who's high would enjoy.
It's I don't even know how you'd categorize it. It's like if you Google what is it like
It looks like
Oh.
Tool's album artwork.
Yeah, that's it. It's
Fool's album artwork.
yeah,
Yeah.
for the band Tool. There are a lot of spirals and Fibonacci sequences.
Right.
You know that kind of thing.
And wineries, private winery.
Okay.
Yeah, if you Google if you Google alchemical art or
What is it?
Alchemical.
chemical art,
Oh.
Okay.
So what's alchemical?
or sacred geometry art,
Okay.
I
Okay.
think like that's the a good subtype, like what
Okay.
it comes, whatever it is that like when I see it, I'm,
Surreal.
oh, this is cool, and I just immediately.
Okay.
It's kind of an experiment on impulse.
Okay. I mean, this is very similar to what you've been posting. So does it? I guess what is there any like meaning behind this or
That's
Is-
kind of the question.
okay? You posting something shouldn't be just a question. Okay. Whatever.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What is the reason for posting something?
I don't know. I just. I mean, I don't. I guess different people post different things for different reasons. I don't post that type of thing, so I don't understand it the way you do.
Okay, well, I don't understand it, but it's like with dreams, there's a symbolic interpretation of things.
Yeah, yeah. And I know there's like books you can get that like, well, if you dream about birds, then that represents this kind of thing and you're running away from somebody, so that means this
Yeah.
other thing. I know there's a lot of that kind of stuff. I don't know how.
I dream of Andy
Accurate.
Dick dying in a car accident. What does that mean?
I think that's a fantasy. That's just a reoccurring fantasy that you play out waking and then that waking fantasy is now emerging in your subconscious, and now that's part of you. Like that's who you are. You are somebody who is probably slowly working to for the death of Andy Dick.
Well, I don't have Andy Dick in terms of this list. Wait, hang on. Symbols, Dream Dictionary. There's a whole thing called teeth dreams. Is that close?
Yes, do teeth dreams. 'Cause
Okay.
I have
Do you have teeth dreams?
a dream written up about broken teeth.
Oh, teeth dreams. Yes, I have this all the time.
Really?
Yes, I have all of my
Let's do it.
stress dreams are related to like breaking my teeth.
Okay. So teeth are falling. Falling teeth, falling teeth relates to vanity. There's a lot of falling teeth. Not fail, and there's, boy, there's a lot of stuff. So, deciphering your teeth. I'm just going to go straight to the conclusion. When deciphering your falling teeth dream, look at what's happening in your waking life that could bring the dream. Teeth typically occur when you have a new relationship, when you switch jobs, or in transitional period in your life.
Are you transitioning?
I don't know. You guys are the ones with the teeth dreams.
I'm
Rotting teeth. Oh wait, hang on.
Broken teeth.
So I've got rotting teeth, 2 teeth in one spot, braces, gums. I don't
two
know.
teeth in one spot sounds funny.
And this is like an ask dream expert kind of thing. Like, dear so and so, I had a dream that I had rotting teeth, and then they respond with, "Dear Amy, dreams about losing your teeth typically represent your insecurity and concern about your appearance." See, I guess how is this discovered? What is this like? How has this been verified? What? I don't.
I would have just said, it's. I mean, like with
Some
breaking
more
teeth, it's stress.
psychoanalytic study. Like I think it emerged with Carl Jung, like dream psychology. A neuropsychologist buddy of mine, I told him about a teeth dream I had, and he said that in like at least it's associated with betrayal of some form.
Okay.
Um,
So I know. So did Andy Dick die in your dream? Was it just a car?
Some of the times.
Okay. Because looking at death in dreams, death can mean new beginnings. Death means part of you has died. Death also could mean a wake-up call or escape. Death means coping with death. Surprise. Ask him if he wants to be on the show.
do you want to be on the show?
All right, Ethan's friend has shown up.
Talking about dreams.
Okay. Is there a way he can hear and everything?
Just to say hi. Hi.
Hi.
No.
You can't. We wave to him and he can't hear us
Well,
or see
Yeah.
us. But
I need to get some.
he's coming back.
Well, I don't
There's
see headphones on Ethan. I don't.
I made this clear at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just running off of speakers. Okay.
No, because I know but there is something in the pantry.
What's going on?
Did we figure out what's wrong with teeth?
Stay out of the pantry. That's my pantry. Don't you dare touch those tuna cans.
Don't.
You know what? Those tuna cans I bought.
I don't. What is
It's
going on?
totally off mic.
So, the conclusion section for death and dreams is a dream of death should not be taken literally. You should look at death as a symbolic something in your life that is changing your ending. I don't know how that really relates to Andy Dick.
Well, I guess just sometimes your dick is changing.
I guess so. Was Andy Dick naked?
Quite often,
Dream of
but that's
theme.
just his natural state.
Okay. I'm gonna do what did you say? Car chase? Car crash?
I haven't been going by that.
I didn't say. Oh yeah, Andy Dick dies in a car crash. Right? Yeah. You can do car crash.
That's concerning. Oh. They had to temporarily disable the Dream Dictionary while we make another update or something. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
That's weird.
I have to redefine new dreams.
Okay. I don't know. Whatever. So you had a well, you've got some Am I the Assholes?
Yeah. If you want to just read them, I
Alright.
got like 3 lined up there.
Okay. So I actually did read this one already. But
Well, I have not read it. I just read the headline.
okay.
Is it good? I
I-
hope it's good.
I think it's we'll see. Am I the asshole for costing a car salesman his commission? I need a new car. My old one is 35 years old and has lost legs. Blah blah blah. So, she took her boyfriend to the dealership, as you do as a couple. Salesman approached us, and the entire time, from start to finish, he kept talking to my boyfriend as though, even though I'd clearly introduced myself and told him the car was for me, and that I would be paying outright for it.
Well, yeah, but you got to talk to who's really in charge.
Exactly. Sure. Okay. Then because it's a long one. I'm gonna cut down a little bit. Basically, the sales guy kept talking to the boyfriend, and the boyfriend go like, "Ask her. It's her. It's going to be her car," and got to like the test drive, and he like gave the keys to the boyfriend, and kind of just kept escalating. The only question that she was asked was preference on
Color.
and leather versus fabric interior. So
Does it say how old this salesman is?
I don't think they did. But basically, she's like, you know what? I need to think about it. Got all the way to the end, or to the point where they're going to start, moving forward in the paperwork side of things. And she said, I'm going to think about it. And she went back the next day and found a different salesperson and bought the car through them. And basically, that person got the commission and not the first guy.
Seems appropriate.
So I feel like that she's not the asshole.
Is this like a dealership or like a used car lot? Does it say?
I'd have to go through and look for exact wording, but no, it doesn't say.
Okay, I'm just gonna assume it's a dealership because that's what I am imagining in my head.
Sure.
I'm gonna say yes, you are the asshole.
Oh boy.
Because you're stupid enough to go to a dealership to buy a car, a brand new car, I'm guessing, because I mean it's a dealership. You buy a used car.
You can get used cars at dealerships.
Yeah, but they're gonna be a ripoff.
Okay.
And you should have been expecting that. Should have been expecting old, outdated, sexist behavior from a dealership. You buy that car from that same dealership too. You know what's gonna happen? That car is gonna be sexist. It's only gonna start for your husband.
Boyfriend.
You can only start. You can only change the tuning on the radio by asking your husband to do it.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't. Is there a stereotype of sexism at dealerships?
Apparently, that women aren't allowed to buy their own cars without approval from their boyfriends.
How's that drink, Tyler?
It's good. Yeah. It's okay. So the one thing it's hard, and this is with ice or any kind of beverage that has stuff in the top, I feel like it's hard to drink because I only want the liquid,
Okay.
and so I kind of have to do this thing where I'm like filtering it through my teeth,
Okay.
and then I feel like I have to like kind of suck on it to get enough to.
Do you want a straw?
Do you have a straw?
Yes, I have
I'll
straws.
take straws.
And since I'm getting up, I might as well just make myself another one.
Okay. What are you doing over there? I was gonna cut away from your shot, but this is more entertaining.
I got up.
Ethan, hang on. Wait. Don't talk until Ethan can see what's happening.
I got up, but what I always do is I tuck half of the
The earbud?
headphone cable into my pocket,
Right.
so I don't like get it tugged on all the time.
Mhm.
But then I got up and walked away and yanked the headphone cable out.
See, I just caught up with it.
Yeah. Good job. Oh boy. Yeah.
This is wait, what? Do let's figure. I want to figure out how much vodka's in this one again.
We do the. It's the same gag. We already did the gag.
I know, but like now it's a game.
Okay, but it's his drink, so I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to do the thing.
Johnny's here to do an asshole.
Okay.
Never mind.
So we'll have Johnny sit down so he's in the frame and everything.
Here,
And
take this chair.
frame do this stuff right here. How did I become? So I've got both people on the show are now gone. I'm here vamping by myself. All right. Hi, stranger. I don't know. I'm Tyler.
I'm Ethan's friend from, well, we used to go to Capitol.
Okay, because that's where we know him from.
Oh,
So.
yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if you'd know any of my family. Probably not.
Let's all just start saying last names.
I was like, I could start offering suggestions, like or something, but we're streaming. But cool. So we have.
This is less vulnerable.
There you go.
It is.
It doesn't have to be. Yeah, you didn't have to be front and center. That wasn't the intent.
Yeah.
I was trying to think
okay.
uncomfortable.
So sorry, remind me, what was your name again?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Okay.
Sorry, it's very cool. When you hand stuff to each other, it actually lines up.
Pretty well. Oh no, you just caught up.
So
This is so stupid. Jonathan, are you familiar with Reddit and the "Am I the Asshole" subreddit?
I'm familiar with Reddit, but not one.
Okay.
I may me anything, but not am I.
Okay. So the "Am I the Asshole" is basically something happened to somebody, or somebody acted in a way that they were like, "Huh, wait, what? Maybe I was the asshole in that situation." So they posted on Reddit for validation, and then we read it. We're gonna read it some and judge them, and we'll pass judgment on whether or not they were, assholes or not. Okay, so the title of this one is "Am I an asshole for letting my husband adopt my son immediately after my ex-husband, the biological father, passed away?" Ex-husband was vehemently opposed to the idea. So, based on the title, how are we feeling?
Well,
that's
the way
kind of-
I'm feeling is I'm hoping that Ethan might be able to get Jonathan closer to the microphone.
Oh, jeez.
Am I that? Oh,
There you
Here we go.
Okay.
can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
much,
is way better.
Much better. Thank you.
Way better.
So, I guess based on the title, if the ex-husband was very much against it, I feel like there should be some consideration to that. However,
I
he is
think
dead.
she's an asshole if she pushes it, and he
Uh,
doesn't want it.
Well, I mean, the ex-husband is dead. Like, the biological father is dead.
Yeah,
and
but if he's
now-
not ready to take that spot,
Oh,
the husband who
The-
is now
no, yeah,
dead
the-
didn't want the
the-
adoption.
you know. But I'm talking about the what's it called?
Oh, the current
adopt-
husband.
or
The
the new,
Fa-
the new
stepdad.
dad,
stepdad? Okay.
stepdad.
There you go.
stepdad.
Okay. I mean, we haven't got. I mean, the title doesn't talk about his feelings yet. Maybe in the post they will. Ethan, how are you feeling about this based on the title?
My understanding of it is, I don't know what the crime is.
You
Like,
never
what
do
it-
this. You never commit to something at the just based on the title, and it's irritating.
You want me to commit?
Sure.
Okay. Yes. Yes. She is the asshole.
Okay.
She's
Well,
the asshole.
well.
No, you're not the asshole. The person's dead. Just move on with your life.
Well, they did.
That's
So.
bleak.
All right. So
Relative to the actually, okay.
okay.
Now that I know Will's answer, I know
Oh.
it was wrong.
All right. So I'm gonna read more of the post. So my ex-husband and I recently divorced when our son was 3 months old. His leaving blindsided me because he really wanted to have a child with me. Anyway, a month after the divorce, he introduced his girlfriend. Boy, this. Oh, so the bio dad announced got a new girlfriend 8 months. Sorry, I didn't read any of this. So he was moving 3 hours. The bio dad moved 3 hours away for a better paying job, and so the first year of her son's life, he had 1 weekend a month arrangement with the bio dad.
Bio dad.
When her son was 6 months old, or 6 months old, she met her husband. The new dad loves the son.
Some say more than the original father.
Okay. Boy, there's a whole bunch of stuff that kind of just repeats everything. But fast forward to the present, my ex-husband passed away in a drunk driving accident. He was the one hit by the drunk driver.
Ah, I was
Dude,
really hoping
you
for
were
an
hoping for that.
easy out of yes, he is the asshole. But ooh.
Holy crap! His girlfriend is pregnant with their fourth kid.
Wow.
Okay.
Son is sad about biological dad passing away.
It was a total blindside.
There it is. There it
Oh
is.
gosh. I found a TV movie called Bio Dad.
Ethan's looking up the important things.
Yeah. Doing some research, guys.
Bio Dad.
What's the IMDb rating, Ethan?
I can't find a trailer for any of this, but 9 out of 10.
Is that just your personal rating?
Nope, that's how many stars.
Oh wow.
All right.
Okay.
So here comes the complication.
Oh, the documentary.
Here's where it gets difficult.
The ex-husband's mother.
Hey, you guys want to hear the storyline?
Can we finish this storyline?
I don't know, Johnny. What do you think?
Let him speak.
All right. So, complication. The ex-husband's mother is furious about the adoption and wants her grandchildren to grow up together and doesn't want to lose her grandchild. I honestly empathize with her, but even though she treated us terribly during our marriage, I understand where she's coming from. I told her I plan to bring my son around for the holidays and we'll visit her when we can. Mother-in-law called her heartless and lacked empathy and blah, blah, blah. But she's standing firm. The son will turn 10 next month. Ex passed away 8 months ago.
Oh, this is all
8
just
months.
so awful.
So
This
It's
whole
all just
thing.
so sudden.
what was that?
It's all just so sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like that time is a necessary thing. And that you need to just like have time to yourself and figure things out before
Letting
taking a huge step like
When-
that. I mean,
the
like,
adoption.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well,
so one of the things the lady does say in is that one of the big driving forces in this whole thing is that she wants to have a whole family, and that way if she dies in a sudden accident, then the son will be with her current husband, and they all love each other. She doesn't want her son to be kind of shipped off with her, her former mother-in-law kind of a thing.
yeah, because then
okay.
it's a question. Adoption is okay. That's a legal thing. Does that mean as soon as the boy's biological father died, my new husband is like, well, I'm your new dad now. Like, there's a behavior question that it doesn't sound like the
Uh-huh.
new dad is stepping over bio dad. It sounds like new dad took over the legal standing of bio dad.
Yeah.
So
Does it real quick, Tyler?
Mhm.
Does it say did the children get invited to the wedding?
I didn't see anything about that,
Okay.
so no. Why are you? Oh, I see what you.
Yeah.
Man, already bringing up family drama.
At least we dodged. I think he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, he wasn't paying
so
attention.
I think we're good.
So. The confused look, man. Audio listeners, you're missing out. All right, how about this third one here? Am I the asshole for kicking my pregnant sister-in-law out?
Physically, literally,
I believe it's a literal.
like, give her the boot.
Not a literal.
Figurative.
Figurative. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Jonathan? Did you hear the
In-law,
what?
sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law out.
Okay, does she have her own family to go to? Obviously, there should be some other options.
Well, I guess I could read the more of the post. I I I'm gonna say no because I'm gonna trust that there's some reason behind the kicking out.
The poster is probably married to the sister or whatever.
It's the poster's brother, and then it's his sister, his wife.
Oh. S-
Hmm.
So
Wait,
that would be like
brother.
my brother's wife moving in with me.
wait. Well, I don't know if they're moving in. They're just kicked out. They could just been. I don't know. Well, how about this? We'll read the actual post and see what happens. Crazy idea. So my brother, 29 male, and sister-in-law, 29 female, asked Wednesday if they could come and visit that weekend. They live 6 hours away. We said sure. We'd love to see you. So that afternoon, I, 34 female, had an ultrasound for my 8-week pregnancy. Ultrasound showed a likely miscarriage. Wow, this is getting dark fast.
Oh my god.
Way to go.
And then
Way
the
to go,
baby
Will.
got killed in a drunk driving accident.
Well, the baby was drunk and then driving. Husband,
There's no way to
35.
talk about his bio dad.
The husband, 35 male, were upset, but my brother and sister-in-law were already driving, so we couldn't cancel the visit. I haven't told them about the pregnancy, nor had we told our 3 kids. When bro and sister-in-law they arrived and they're happy to tell us that sister-in-law is pregnant and due 2 weeks before I would have been due. Tried to sound
I don't
excited and
understand. I
happy.
don't understand what the subreddit's for anymore. I
I know.
I'm not gonna validate
just
you for
horrible
getting like
wormholes.
thunder stolen. I don't know what is this about. What's really?
Oh, but she's
I'm just
pregnant, but my baby's dead, so you better get
Okay,
out.
That's getting rough there. Well, so she didn't like supper, so we ordered in food for her. She needed the bed moved one wall to another. Fine. She insisted on 5 pillows to sleep. I found a couple, and she was upset she couldn't give her more. And I asked if she could go into the kids' room and take theirs, and I said no. Next morning, she freaked out. 7 a.m. The kids were eating cereal too loud. She spent the morning curled up on the couch complaining about morning sickness. I sympathized and I said, "It's awful, but it will go away." She screamed, "No, you've never experienced this." They gave me the same nauseating drugs that they give chemo patients, so shut up. I got quiet. My husband was making brunch, and she freaked out that he was going to cook bacon because the smell makes me vomit, unquote. We didn't make bacon, that's the travesty right there, that you didn't make bacon.
I usually try and, make it like just be contrarian just because I want to be, but there's just no way I can save this woman.
She also didn't want us to make eggs or let the kids have syrup on their pancakes. I refused. She stormed off into her room until mid-afternoon. Mid-afternoon, she decides to go shopping and says they'll be back for dinner. We say dinner would be at 5:30. 5:45, they hadn't shown up and weren't replying to texts, so we ate. They showed up at 6, and she freaked out that we hadn't waited, so we ordered pizza. She spent the next 2 hours complaining about how brutal pregnancy was, and it sucks and so much, and that she's never going to go through it again. I lost it. I told her that I was in the middle of a miscarriage, and I'd love to have her problems because it means my baby would be okay. Everything got quiet, and she looked at me and said, quote, "I can't believe you'd use the M word around me. That's bad luck. If I lose this baby, it's your fault."
Wow.
And she went to her room and slammed the door.
We won the game.
Yep, right there is the.
It gets
Yeah,
worse.
Oh.
The next line is worse.
Oh my god.
About 15 minutes later, she said, quote, "I'm glad you lost your baby. You already have 3. If you had one now, you'd be just trying to upstage me. So I'm glad your baby is dead." Unquote.
Wow.
So she burst into tears.
Special place in hell for someone like that.
So the poster burst into tears. Her husband told her to get out. He said, quote, "I've watched you complain, whine, and bitch all weekend. We've stayed quiet about what is going on because we thought you deserved a chance to enjoy sharing your news, but this is enough. Get out now." She started screaming about how we are the asshole, and well, my brother packed up their stuff and left. So, is she and her husband the asshole in this situation? I
No.
think it's pretty clear. The dead baby is the asshole. Hey, I followed Will.
Will Tyler figured out how to make this
Worse.
All right. Well,
Will?
here we go. You kicked a pregnant woman out into the cold street with no place to go. Ever heard of a little story called Jesus?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he wouldn't be born where he was supposed to if Mary wasn't so obnoxious and got refused by every hotel in Bethlehem.
Obnoxious.
Yeah, so how about that bio dad?
It's still dead, I think.
The show?
Oh yeah.
Um,
I don't
So this
know.
is
Okay.
one of
wow.
the world's first babies resulting from artificial insemination. Barry Stevens goes on a complicated quest to find his biological father.
Is this
His
just
sister joins in the search after a health issue with possible genetic sources. He interviews fertility doctors, gay patients, genealogy experts, and finds many lost
Should-
siblings.
Shouldn't was it gay patients?
Yes.
Gatients?
is this just a documentary?
I mean, you don't like. There isn't a different word for.
That's parents. Gay parents.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you for keeping us on track there. Can you just be there all the time? Just sitting over Ethan's shoulder and then just kind of going, "Nope, that's antidepressants." Like,
Why is? But then I'd need him in class or something. Then
True.
Then there's a problem.
all right.
Oh. Confessions of a Cryo Kid.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of that. I think.
Okay.
Oh, Dad.
Way to end the show on a high note, and not an abortion joke or a miscarriage joke or any kind of dead baby joke.
Let's end the show with some good news.
Okay. Do you have some?
I'm looking for some right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hey,
I pulled up scholarly articles or just adoption statistics.
uh-huh.
Okay. Keep going.
I thought it'd be interesting by now. I don't know why.
You're just depressing us more, Ethan.
Adoption statistics. About 500,000 children are in the foster care system, and 135,000 are adopted in the United States each year.
All right.
I don't like those odds.
Are you afraid no one's going to adopt you?
In both, it's males more than females. Don't know how much.
Yeah.
And disproportionately African American. More than 60% of children in foster care spend 2 to 5 years before being adopted.
This is not fun.
It sounds to me like people are just adopting African American boys to like recruit them for their football or basketball teams. That's why they're so high.
That's what. Yeah. Didn't you watch the documentary, The Blind Side?
Oh, The Blind Side.
If
The
that kid-
perfect Sandra Bullock, by the way.
If that kid wasn't good at football, he'd still be waiting for adoption.
Oh.
You came back at the wrong time.
The moral
I-
compass, Jonathan.
All right.
I have like this proclivity to walking in at the exact wrong moment.
Are you alluding, Johnny?
I'm alluding to very many things, and I think you know.
I
Ah,
don't.
man, we're at the end of the show, and there's so many. I feel like there's a story there, or seven.
I don't know.
I don't know what the story is.
I mean, there's one that's not about you that we could tell.
What do you think they're gonna want?
I'm
But-
excited.
Well, of course they're gonna tell about you, duh. But okay, so there was this one time I came over to Ethan's house, right? And
Oh yeah.
I was Ethan said that he was gonna be there
Wait.
soon, right? So I just walked in, right? At the time his buddy Derek was living here. So I walk in and I'm like, Derek, where are you? Right? And
Uh-huh.
I'm just being loud and obnoxious. I knock on his door and I don't get a response. So I scream Derek again and then I walk in.
Oh boy.
He's in there with a girl.
Oh,
They're fully clothed. Don't get me wrong. It was a decent time to come in, right?
What?
But
well, I mean, you have given them enough warning at this point with the
Yeah, at this
multiple.
point, yeah.
It's Nanny.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I was just trying to be modest. Anyways, so I walk in and I'm like, oh, okay. So I immediately walk out, but I don't leave. So instead, I decide, what better to do than make some pancakes
Well, of course,
Uh-huh.
for all of them.
right.
So I made pancakes for them, me and Ethan when he got home,
Well, that's
and I come back.
considerate of you.
I come back in. I shouldn't have gone back in.
I mean,
That
you
was
don't-
the mistake.
Yeah, you don't go
yes.
back in because
Right?
now they're not wearing clothes or something.
And then I come back in to give them the waffle or the pancakes, and Derek just screamed, "Johnny, get out! Get out!" I was like, "Yeah, dude, got it."
What kind of pancakes?
That's you entered this story later on and ate pancakes, Ethan. You know what pancakes they were.
I may or may not have used a little edible butter, some weed butter.
Ah.
I wasn't like I knew Derek could handle it, and I was like, "Oh,
Funny.
Derek's friend."
That's Derek's date.
I don't know about
Uh.
you, Tyler, but if I just finished having sex, I would want some pancakes.
I would want some.
You'd appreciate some pancakes.
Yeah, you appreciate exactly.
Yeah.
She didn't eat them. Derek ate them.
Oh, she sounds stuck up. I'm glad you walked in on them.
Yeah, I didn't really care for her.
Well,
Oh.
fully cooked, huh?
Fully clothed.
Didn't eat the pancakes.
Didn't eat the pancakes.
Woof.
Well, you gotta have an eating bed if you're gonna eat the pancakes post-sex.
Well, wait. I don't know if it went that far.
Ooh,
Well,
maybe
Or
it did.
wait,
Yeah,
Ooh,
presumed it.
during?
maybe Derek lied. Maybe Tinder didn't work out for him. Cheers.
I've got a.
They're not here to defend themselves.
It's
Is it
Oh, of course it is.
Okay, yes, yeah. Alex Ash. Okay.
I've got a walking in on story. It's not
Ooh.
involving me, but it's involving one of my coworkers.
Okay.
It's actually the what are you gonna do? Cry about it? Wah, guy.
Okay.
And he's so many wonderful stories that come from this guy.
Did he know you have a podcast where you talk about him?
I've not told him about the podcast.
probably
I've
safe.
told him about the YouTube channel.
Okay. All
But
right, just checking.
anyways, this was told to me by another coworker, so not by the guy.
But it's about the guy.
Yeah, so
Okay.
the guy, the wah guy, walks in to the bathroom while somebody's in there. So he opens the door, and somebody's using the bathroom, of course, and he sees somebody's in the bathroom, and he just goes, He makes this face of like surprise of like, and then he just stands there
It doesn't
and
leave.
doesn't move for like way too long apparently. For like
Well, he's got to go.
like
He
5 or
came in there to go to the bathroom. He's got business to take care of.
the way I was told it was like maybe 8 seconds that he just stood there with his mouth open like
So okay, so
Like even that was like 3 seconds tops, and that was like ungodly long.
so in general, anytime I use the restroom at anybody's house, even if I'm at my own home by myself, nobody else can possibly barge in. I am constantly in. If someone walks in right now, I got to make sure I'm facing. I got to have optimal facing, so where
He has the bug out mode where he's like, I know exactly.
like if
what
someone walked in, at least they'd have their back to me. I'd have my back to them or something like that.
You
Like,
always feel vulnerable. You'll always protect yourself.
exactly. So
that's why I sit backwards on the toilet.
right.
And that way, if I hear the door opening, I stand up and just
Wait,
present
does
the
that
back
mean
to them.
get up, what they walk in on is like you facing away from them, sitting with your legs just wide open around the back of the toilet, but you have to lean forward into it because of the front. It's just like, I mean, it's looking down the barrel of a cannon at that point. Like, I don't know why that's better.
Pretty much a double-edged sword.
No, I mean, like, I'd rather be. I mean, you could. One end's the fuse and one end's the cannon. Okay, like which side do you want to be on? Johnny just dated himself.
I've never thought
Ow.
about that way before either. Oh, first
Oh.
injury on the show.
Physical. There's been a lot of.
Oh, there's a lot of emotional injuries. Yes.
Pretty sure
Um,
Ethan like froze my kneecap off with CO2 or something.
Well,
Oh.
no. So yeah, what's happened on? What's the worst injury that's ever happened in front of you?
Broken heart.
Oh.
This doesn't count.
Okay, Andy Dick getting run over by a car.
What did you say?
Andy Dick getting run over by a car.
All right. Well, I guess on that note, we should probably wrap up the show. Jonathan.
Yeah.
Where can people find you on the internet if they wanted to
Oh.
follow you or something?
Don't even start right now.
Okay.
Do you have like a
Uh,
Twitter handle, website, book you're selling, stand-up show? Okay.
I'm
Sta-
not really like super
Netflix stand-up
active on
special?
social media, but I do like I'll follow back and I'll definitely like stalk your profiles. I like to keep informed, but
I'll
I
give
don't
your
like
feet
post.
a nice little rub.
But I don't like post anything or like.
He's very exclusive.
You want to Snapchat me at Johnny D104
There you go.
NNY
Johnny.
Do you send nudes?
all the time.
All right.
Just ask for them. Hey, I've got a premium if you want. If you want, I'm selling it $35 a piece.
So what you guys don't know is why I've been off the podcast. I've been
Oh
working,
no.
like male prostitute. Like I mean, it's an outreach program. I'm not working with
Escorts.
Male.
Escort.
No, it's like
Oh.
a missions thing. Not a.
All right. Well, so I guess that's a great place to end the show.
I swear, we haven't done anything yet
Johnny.
tonight.
Johnny. Inappropriate.
Just wait for the gay patients to come over.
Patience. Gay parent.
Patience.
Gay
All right.
parent.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks.
The music's still going. Can't talk yet. Okay, now the music's over. You can talk now.
I just don't get what boardroom meeting happened that they allowed Squirt to become a soda. Like, how did they let that happen?
Squirt's